leftover pork here. No, I just wanted to be able to give a gift of remembrance to Tuong. I'm not sure why it's wrapped, because I'll have to unwrap it to explain it. But this is something that we know that Tuong will be leaving, and you know, he'll probably have days that he wants to come back, or he may miss life at IRRI. So we thought that we would make available for him a ready-made tool, so that now there's a couple. There's a couple of ways that this can be interpreted. This is, of course, a sickle to harvest rice in Cambodia, to slice it. Well, the other way, yeah. Whatever. Rice. This is actually a left-handed one. But, anyway, I was thinking that we'd like to present this to Tuong, and it would be that in case when he comes back, would like to come back, just let us know. There's always place for in the Cabecelia for his favorite folks, and that he would have a place to work. And if well, yeah, the tool, of course. We wouldn't send him out there without a tool. I mean, we could send him out as a bird boy, but no. We're gonna get some honest work out of it. And so I'd like to present this to you, Tuong, as a gesture of our willingness to have you come back to us at any time and do productive work, or if mentioned to you that the grass is getting a little bit long outside the house, you can go and it will keep you out of the house long enough for you to have some peace. You don't want this is just a nap.
Wait, we're not ready yet. Go back.
There's still more. There's still more.
But actually, we had, it used to be a tradition in IRRI, if I remember correctly, from the 90s, that the night before people got on the plane, they were given a huge gift to take home, like a carabao with a whole bunch of baskets, and they would go, why? And so we got 3 carabao with baskets as sort of re-gifted gifts. So we're not doing that. But if you could stand up. We just want to give you a very small reminder of your time in this. Because this is probably something that you don't necessarily have.
She doesn't have to laugh.
Wow.
You know, I remember with Aurora.
She's there.
She doesn't have to wear this? She doesn't have to wear this?
She has to figure out how to wear it.
No. Just
Come on, Aurora.
No, but this material is woven by the Tibolis in Mindanao, and it is made out of bark, actually abaca, and each one of this is tie-dye to make the pattern. They have to warp it up, put it on a string, and then they tie the group of threads to make the pattern. So in all the weaving of the Tiboli people in the south, there's not one that is the same design. There's always a different design.
But I was going to tell you that this was the boa constrictor we found outside our garden this morning.
It's actually a snake skin, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I did not realize it is a boa.
So this one.
Yeah, and this is a cloth material for the people in the Tiboli tribe. They sew it up to make pants or clothes. And they make blouses. Not to wear. This is a wall decor.
You serve your pavlova on top of this.
Yeah. And you see how it is a little bit clear, nice and shiny because it's waxed. Otherwise, yes. Otherwise, it cannot be woven.
Is it washable?
Oh yeah, it could be washable, but and then.
It could be, but I wouldn't advise it.
But it's better not.
Like a brown piece of cloth.
If you're using it as a material, a dress material, yeah, of course they wash it. But otherwise, no. You use this as a nice art. Art. It's an art.
Yeah, nice one.
It was fit within any house. It's small enough that.
But this is small enough to put into your luggage tomorrow. Or into
Yeah. But as you can see, there are so many different patterns that are similar to mostly all the cultural minorities, they call it at that time, who are into indigenous weaving or something. And it's found all over in the Indonesian area, design almost the same design, because it was introduced to the Philippines by
Indonesia.
I have another one for you, because I already studied it. We did not have the G-string for Dr.
We're not doing already.
No, we did already.
Yeah,
At
but
Ba's house.
already packed. But this is this is supposed to be also a shawl for men. But then, because we are more enterprising, we made it much bigger to cover the bed instead. So it will cover both of you. So this is also another kind of hand weaving by my people. I cannot weave this because I'm not yet menopause. According to our tradition, you could only weave something like this when
When you have a lot of time and nothing to do in the bed, right?
That's right. So these are all the animals like you see. This is there's a lizard there. It reminds you of the lizards here in Los Baños. And sometimes a snake or a bird or something like that. The basket is from Fresno. I will hold it for you. Hopefully this will cover your bed in New Zealand, keeps you warm.
It's nice.
Here comes the Carabao.
So it's getting bigger and bigger? Everywhere.
So Tom, since you're going to be taking over the household chores, now that you're retired, we wanted to give you
consultancies for us.
just a little bagong to take with you, and a pot.
And how do I cook?
Well, it's funny you should ask.
That's the last one.
So you may not be able to fit this in your luggage tomorrow. You can give it back. But this is the cheapest way you can cook rice.
Okay, I'll throw some of where stuff and
But just in case you forget, this is a cheap
Oh,
and easy
that's how
first dinner in your life. And for both of you, just when you are freezing to death in September, we just want you to know that we're thinking of you.
Well, actually, they're thinking of us.
That's all.
No, those are paper mache. You can eat them.
I wait for Christian and then I'll say.
She's over there. She's
Oh,
over
thank you. Thanks, Christian and Bob. Gwen and I would like to thank you very much. We make sure that, rest assured that we use those properly. This one, when we decided that I
You
made
can
too
send
much
it back
problem,
here tomorrow,
and
don't worry.
if I can decide that, okay, I am build my own, I'm independent. So you build your own, and I'm happy with my own. So thank you very much for that. I feel that I'm secure now. But for this one, I think that I told Jean here that I grew up in the countryside. In fact, I grew up as a country lad until I was 8 years old. And I do know how to use
Oh,
this.
good.
It just happened that if you, some were trying to enter a consultancy with me, and with the rate that you are going to pay me, I think
We're
IRRI will run a loss if I go and work as a Kibesiri. Anyway, thank you. This is also a job safety job security. that I
Right,
have.
job security. That's it.
And if I fail entering the consultancy with Akim and Liz and others, at least I can come here and still wear a staff so that I can enter here
Right.
properly.
We'll put
Without having to
it'll be
stop.
emeritus, yes.
Thank you so much.
I think that's not appropriate for carry-on. Or
No. They're going to America today after tomorrow. Probably not.
Thank you.